Doctors are humans too. They sometimes make mistakes that may have serious consequences. When I was 30 years old, I was working as a research chemist in the laboratory of Armour & Company, a meatpacking company located on the south side of Chicago. One Friday afternoon, I was working in the laboratory and suddenly started coughing and couldn't stop. I was just able to get to my car and drive home. Fortunately, my wife Eileen was there. She immediately put me to bed. We had just recently moved from Peoria, Illinois to Chicago, so I had not yet looked for a doctor. Eileen looked in the phone book and found the name of a doctor whose office was located nearby. His name was Dr. Beck. The doctor came over that evening, examined me, and said it was nothing serious, so prescribed a cough medicine. But I continued to cough throughout the night and all day Saturday. Fortunately, Dr. Beck had given me his home phone number. Eileen called. The doctor's wife answered. Eileen told Dr. Beck's wife what was happening. The doctor's wife said that he was having dinner and could not be disturbed. I continued to cough all through that night and on until Sunday morning. Eileen realized that something had to be done, and done quickly. She called my parents. My father had never seen a doctor in his life. He didn't believe in them, said they were quacks. My mother had a doctor who she saw occasionally for her hypertension. She called Dr. Sapoznik at his home and asked him what to do. The doctor said, "Get Elliot to the hospital as soon as possible. I'll meet you there." Eileen drove us to the hospital's emergency room. The doctor examined me and said that I had double pneumonia. That is, I had pneumonia in both lungs. He put me on an antibiotic and placed me in an oxygen tent. I stayed in that tent for 5 days, during which time the doctor warned Eileen that I might not make it. At the end of 3 weeks, I had recovered well enough to go home. I stayed at home for another 3 weeks before returning to work. Several days later, I received a bill from Dr. Beck for $100. I called and told him that I would not pay that bill, that he would be lucky if I did not sue him for malpractice. He threatened to get a collection agency after me, so I paid him $10 a month for 10 months. If I had to do it over again, I'm sure I could have found a lawyer who would take my case on a contingency basis. I would have sued the doctor for at least $1 million, and I'm sure I would win.